Hello. Thanks for joining me today in another program of Painting with Tali, your art collection. Today we are doing something in the style of Gustave Klemt. He's from Austria, turn of the century artist. Quite the expressionist, I think. Anyway, he was fabulous, like nobody else. And I've been amazed at his work. I think it's spectacular. So I'm doing something in his style. Now, as you can see, we did the drawing in his style, and I was looking into his work, and every time I'm doing an artist, I invoke the artist, and I ask him, I ask the spirit of the artist about joining me, helping me. And today I've worked so fabulously on this Gustave Klemt. I was entranced. What happens, I think, is that the artist, since you have him in spirit, and since he is not within the physical anymore to create, they're in another plane. They're in another dimension, the spiritual dimension. And in that dimension, they say that they are doing things. But in the physical dimension, I just had a feeling today that in the physical dimension, as I was working in the Gustave Klemt style, I always feel the artist visiting me or being with the artist. Today I just concentrated so much I was so much in peace in the designing and looking in I was looking in my book that I got for my birthday, I think 2 years ago. Of Gustave Klemt work, and I keep turning the pages to inspire myself on what I wanted to do today. It's a lovely portrait. As you can see, well, it's not really a portrait. Well, it was at the time, because he did this lady from Society, and she looks so much like Joan Crawford. There's this movie called Wings of the Dove, and it's a period piece, and it's wonderful. And then they enter a gallery with all this Gustave Klemt art. It was to die. It was fabulous. Anyway, as you can see, I'm putting some shadow on the mask. This must have been some kind of billboard that he did, some commercial work for theater. And it was very flat, the mask. So I'm putting some shadow in here so that you see how it works, how the charcoal is working for you when you work with charcoal. And I think another thing about charcoal, when you spray and redo with charcoal over again, it makes the color much more deep, as you will see here. This mouth has already been sprayed, the mouth of it. So it makes a deeper tone in the eyes. We want a deeper tone. We're going to be doing that on there, a deeper tone on that for you. Oh, okay. All right. So there, now the mask has more of a dimension that I'm looking for. This is her digit finger, I think. Yeah, the finger that points, is that the digit? Yeah. So, as you can see, we've conquered everything we want in the black and white drawing with charcoal. And if you need to do any erasing, of course, what I use is the design kneaded rubber eraser. I mean, I have to tell you the right recipe of the right product. You know, whatever. And, of course, the one that does the miracles for me is the Mistin Workable Fixative by Grombacher. That's what we're going to spray on here. Okay, and then we also can go over it with more charcoal to make it deeper and deeper and deeper the color. That's how I did the hair. Okay, let me shut up and continue this stuff. One thing very important in the Klemt style, what do we want to do? I was deciding, I have to concentrate in the colors that do this stuff before getting into the skin. Okay, this is going to be in the yellows, somewhere in the yellows. And the dress has to be some complementary blue because blue complements yellow. Let's go here. I need a yellow that is not too yellow. Okay, I mean, not too light of a yellow. Okay. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I already got it. In the oranges, somehow, oranges. Gotta use your teeth. Somehow oranges for me. Let me get right here a pointy one. A round brush. Okay. This is knocking there. Hold on. Okay, so Yeah. Background has to go yellow. Okay, as you can see, that's what we're doing here. Background has to go yellow. I'm going to go from the edge, and then I'm going to pull out with the sponge, baby. Just pull it out with the sponge. And tint your canvas. Tint it, tint it. Okay, clean off here. Right there. Because it got in the way of your other design area here. Okay. Pull out. Okay. Let's go with more up there. Okay. Okay, that is going to be generally the overtone of everything. So, back at the ranch, we're going to go give it a check. And of course, the same thing is going to do here. And we're going to be pulling out. See, we got a little dirty there. We don't want that actually. Well, get a super cleaner one. And that will do the trick. Okay. Now I'm going to do a more terracotta harvest gold type of color for the designs here. We need to get a more harvest gold tonality of these. Okay, that's what we're going to do here. As you can see, I'm swirling it, swirling to it, making these swirls about it on all of these. On here, on here, on here. He liked doing this type of work. A Gustave Klemt, doing a Gustave Klemt on the air, I had to design it a certain way because he was a very meticulous artist. And so I'm going to continue and get all of these that I need that are on my canvas. Let me see. That would be necessary. That would be necessary, yes. That would be necessary. This will be necessary here, and so on with the rest of these techniques on the Klemt style. Okay. Okay, I'm cutting right now. And of course, she has the dress area, and we're doing the yellow accents up there. This is because later on, these accents on her dress will be gilded in gold. Well, not gilded. I have this gold paint that I'm introducing in this program. So as you can see, we're coloring these in gold. Okay. Well, not in gold. I mean, in this yellow, which is the foundation to the gold that we're going to put over it. I've looked at all his designs and he liked to make these designs. I mean, he just loved making intricate designs on the canvas. I think this was so meditating. I meditated doing this stuff. It was so wonderful. And it seems like, you know, I invoke Mr. Klemt, invoke him, and he works through me. And it seems like he enjoyed, I mean, it seems like I was his instrument. It's wonderful. And that's what happens when you play Mozart music or whatever. If you do something in the style of a certain artist, I think it influences spiritually. That's what I'm trying to get to explain to you here. A little dark there. And dark there. Okay, on that dress, it has to be a complementary blue, that dress. So we're searching for a blue color here. And let me see, okay. All right, so right now I mix something between purples and blues for the rest of my dress here, okay? Let's just go here, pick that up, swirl around it. All right, let's swirl around it. Let's fill in, swirl around it here. A round brush works really good when you got swirls to do, when you got corners like this to do. Okay. Okay. I didn't put my minutes. Okay. Let me swirl around this. Of course, let me go over here. I need some yellow there. Gustave Klemt is very, very detailed. Okay. And we're getting a little bit more purple in here. So I decided like between a blue and a purple, like a bluish purple, to complement with my yellows, which will be golden toned. Okay. All right. And of course, we need some yellow corrections. We need some yellow corrections to do around there. This goes yellow up here, and that goes more terracotta here because that's one of the leaves on her dress design. Let's do a little bit of that there, a little bit of that there. to unite the design a little better. Okay. Since we are on purple, well, let me get on her. Okay, let me do purple, her hair, somehow purple with some fuchsia. We're going to be doing her hair purple with some fuchsia right now to make her dramatically brunette. Okay. And right here, these kind of like Egyptian eyes here, I'm going to make them blue. I'm going to make them blue. Make them some kind of cobalt blue. I forgot how he did his original ones. Well, I'm doing this by memory. I don't have a model of Klemt right now. Okay. The rest of that, I'm going to go with a bright fuchsia for some reason. I don't know. The hair is fuchsia and then suddenly extending like that. Maybe not. Maybe it has to be, let me get some red instead. Yes. Red will do better. Okay. Red will do better. And I did red without transparency there. So yes, doing much better with that red. Much better.
Is it time for that deep voice? I know a lot of you really appreciate that deep voice. When Tali gets out of control here with his inspiration. Okay. Yes, going back to the purples. Going back to the purples for that hair, and I'm going to need to put some more paint here for the purple on that hair. Okay. Yeah, purples on that hair, baby. Okay. Lovely. Lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I gotta do her skin because her skin kind of glows. Okay, that's the hair there. Now we gotta do some skin here. We got 8 minutes. Gotta let that hair dry. Let's do the skin down here at the elbows and things like that. She has in this particular drawing, it's very reddish or so. I think this one will do. I'm not explaining colors, honey. I cannot explain colors, baby. Okay. Oh, that's that horrible, very terracotta one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. I don't have time to screw this! Okay. Okay, we just did the skin there for you. Now we're going to do that mask, and I want to make that mask probably in a green where it looks like turquoise green, as in if it was like made out of copper or some kind of metal, but it turned turquoise. You know, but I got to get a virgin brush for it, and let me start my timer. Okay. Okay, hold on. A green that will look like turquoisey. Beautiful. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's perfect because we had so many other, we needed a color to suddenly complement. Okay, beautiful. I liked Gustave Klemt because he did a lot of things that were very Grecian in style. He brought back a lot of the design, the ancient designs in his painting. And I think that has to do with reincarnation, actually. You live other lives, and suddenly you're so interested in archaeology, and suddenly things from many years back look so beautiful to you because you were there before. Okay. You know, doing this show is it gets very stressful because you want to, you know, make a painting in a half hour. And I see myself using the voice that I used to use on retail, when I used to do, you go on automatic pilot when you're in retail. Let's bitch about something, yes. I think that in retail, there should be a law that people shouldn't be standing more than 8 hours in a row in retail. These retail merchants are slave drivers. I mean, and they pay like maybe $7. I mean, not even, they pay like $5 an hour or something like that, and it's not fair. Another thing, we're bitching now. Another thing, we need an electric car. We need an electric car. We really do need electric cars. You know, there's no reason why we don't have an electric car already in the market, or some solar-powered car or something. We've got to stop the destruction of this planet. There are about 150 whales, 250 blue whales left, okay? And, you know, that's absolutely horrible. That should not be. Okay. We're working on her lips. Gustave Klemt loved putting these beautiful, really red lips, and I'm not achieving them right now, baby. Oh, snot doesn't have enough water in it. Where I can do the brush stroke, baby. Yeah, it was too. And it's right at that, really, the brush, the color of the brush that you're using is on the very, very tip of your brush. Then you put it on there, you stroke it on there, and it's gone. The rest of the paint is inside the brush, I mean, in the back side of the brush. You know, you gotta dip again, go back, dip again. Okay. Okay. Okay, she looks fabulous. Do we need some white here? Yes, we do. Where is it? Oh, the white, and we forgot to screw this stuff. All right, we're gonna get some dark brown or something with purple or something in blue. I'm just mixing colors so that I can get some more accentuation on these eyebrows of hers, along with, you know, her brunetteness and her eyes. And her shadows about her eyes. And a little bit on the under of it. Okay. The nostrils there. Okay. Then some white, baby, some white. And I need to put this back on. Okay, some white. Some white there, and there, and there, and there. And on the lips. On the mouth, right there. Right. Then, of course, the makeup about her face has some white in it, okay? And I want to bring that out. Okay. I gotta know which is the clean side when I'm smudging. Clean side when I'm smudging. Okay. Beautiful. There's something about the neck here. Clean side when I'm smudging. Uh-huh. Clean side. And that mask. See, mixing acrylic is a matter of moisture. The mask, I don't know, it needs more thickness about it. Oh. And the last touch is the gold touch with an acrylic gold paint from Liquitex. It's the light gold. And you just apply it thin or thick, however you want it, as you can see. And it gives you a gold leaf effect. We got seconds to go, so we're just going to do the details on here. And our Klemt is done. We're going to sign T-A-L-I, which I already did prior to, and we're going to say goodbye. Thanks for joining me in another program. This is Tali signing off. Hi, and welcome to another program of Painting with Tali, your art collection. Today we're doing a painting in the style of Talus Lutrec. He was French. He had short legs. He fell off a horse. And in his life, well, he used to hang out at all these bars and brothels and things like that and photograph the very common life. And so the wonderful thing about it, when I saw the Lutrecs, I loved it. It was one of my favorites. Is the lighting of the night, the lighting of the show, of La Cabaret. So, what we're going to do first is probably a little more accentuation that I need. I do need more accentuation. And see, this drawing was done and then sprayed once. Okay. When you spray it once, the degree of pigment is a certain shade. And then when you go over with charcoal again, this is your canvas board and the charcoal stem, your normal charcoal stem. And when you go over again, it's deeper. You get a deeper tone, okay? As you can see. And that's what I want. I want to accentuate some areas where I want a deeper tone for her dress. This is one of those tight-fitting dresses, saloon girl, you know, entertainer, nightclub person from Paris. It was the Moulin Rouge, the red windmill, where he used to hang out, and they still have that place going on in Paris. It's very famous because of him. The Moulin Rouge. And anyway, as you can see, I am giving more, and she has like a medallion here. Okay. And we, of course, need to blend a little bit here, get more of the décolletage. Is this a décolletage? Is that what they call it? In Spanish, it's descote. And in English, décolletage, it's a French word for the way the breast is cut. The dress is cut for the breast. You know, how much breast you're showing here. Okay. Want her accent her finger there. Accent this other finger here. And that's what I wanted to do with her. She's really sewn in this dress practically. You know, she's really exhibiting herself, her youth, her virtue. She just started working there at the Moulin Rouge. Who knows? This character just came into my mind from the past. From that time, that decadent time they called La Belle Époque, huh? People really didn't have such a beautiful time then, really. This is the Mist and Workable Fixative. It's the one that does the Tali miracles. And the one, and to, if you need to erase or take off details like I've shown you in other shows before, I'm not doing it here today, it's the Design Kneaded Rubber Eraser is the one that I use. Okay, let's go on. We need to paint that face kind of greenish because there is a greenish light to it. All right, I have a greenish tint here for the face. For the face. I mean, it has to go green, baby, because that's what happened. Oh, I saw these Talus paintings, and the faces were green. I thought it was fabulous. I thought it was so interesting. Well, what's happening here, hon, is that it's a lighting effect that's going on. We're keeping it light green like that for the moment. Okay. Oops. Well, anyway, okay. And a little bit there of the green there. But suddenly, the breast area, we're going to go with a little bit of pink and, of course, the one that I use for natural color of skin here. Hold on a second. Yeah. We're going to use that. And a little bit of pink here on the breast area. So that it has some kind of flesh in it. So the flesh is not totally green, you know? Is what I want. Right. A Talus Lutrec has to look like that. Now, let's go with the hair color. It's reddish. It's reddish, and I want some orange in there because he would do them like very orangey-like. They're just really, he captures that fantasy of light and illusion of the cabaret. Okay. And so I'm making the hair very kind of red here. Okay. Yeah, very kind of red, the hair, though I do want it more yellow. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. That's more yellow. And we need some white to get that face looking the right way. We need some white there. Okay, up here. That is not exactly what I want. So we erase with the moist sponge. Uh-huh. That's better. Okay. Uh-huh. Sponge it, sponge it. Sponge it. Lovely, darling, lovely. Yellow around the neck. More white yellow than I need there. Yeah, she's reflecting yellow here. Yellow there. Up here a little bit too. Uh-huh. Okay, so these are these lights, and around the hair it needs a higher light. Yes, yes. Talus Lutrec, come here and help me. Lutrec. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna go. Okay, now the arms, I'm gonna put normal flesh tone on there, but rub it in there. Normal flesh, it's kind of like normal flesh tone with some of the crazy colors that I've been using for her. It's almost, this is almost like the fauve period, the fauvista. All the lingo I know of high college education isn't Spanish. I mean, I hardly know anything in English about, you know, when I'm trying, a lot of times, you know, my education in art was brought directly from France. And then when I speak to people here, there's, you know, I translate correctly, but they don't know what the hell I'm talking about, and they have an MFA from here. Excuse me. Anyway, you know, I think that the educational system here is just a banking money thing. That's all it is. They really extend things. They just don't teach you everything you need to know. By piece, charge. By piece, charge. Charge, charge. Wow, what a capitalistic, excuse me. Where am I? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go on that dress. Hold on. Okay. I gotta go on that dress with some purple on that dress or something, baby. Yeah. Some purple here on that dress. Now I'm thinking about the background. How am I gonna do the background on that? I mean, what am I gonna do? I was thinking like maybe some fuchsia that goes back into yellow because the light is coming from up. You got to think of these things when you're composing. Oh, I got, you know that there's this movie from a book titled The Horse Whisperer. The Horse Whisperer. I mean, what a stupid name. And they made a movie. I mean, They didn't even change the name for the movie. I mean, it's such a stupid name, The Horse Whisperer. It seems like, you know, what do you think when you hear a name of The Horse Whisperer, huh? Some size queen with laryngitis? It's got a real bit. Yeah. Okay. Let me get back to this, sweetie. I got 13 minutes, honey. The painting that I did before this one was the Gustave Klemt, and I was too serious then. So now Gustave was a Klemt painting. A Gustave Klemt painting is so detailed that, you know, it's not that easy to do. As a lesson for you guys out there that always tune in into the Tali show. So the Talus, I like the Talus because his brushstrokes are more loose, and you can be, you know, more messy. It's okay, but it's taken 2,000 years to do this. Hold on, baby. Oh! I hate it when I'm 2,000 years on just doing the dress. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Okay. Well, back to this dress. Some details on it. Oh, and I guess what I'm trying to say about education. When education is free of charge, it's even better. It's much better because there's no money interest to capitalize in. It is so wonderful and such a blessed thing when citizens of a country can get a free education. Like, you want to be a brain surgeon, you don't have to pay 1 cent for it. All you need to do is go to school, get good grades, that's it. That is it. That is so wonderful. And it's a shame. Well, a capitalistic society doesn't have that, I guess. You know? Nor does it have, you know, socialized medicine. I mean, because, you know, people are dying because they don't have health care. Yes. The College Art Association is a place where you can get, well, you become a member and you are able to get benefits. One of the possibilities is health insurance. So if you want to be involved with the arts, I think it's very important. That's what I told my kids over there at Upper Arlington Schools, which watch my show, College Art Association. For a student membership is $25, and you guys got to get that. Anyway, and that's wonderful. So maybe the whole country can get insurance through the College Art Association into group insurance and make it much bigger, huh? Another thing, what was I going to say? I'm glad I can talk with this painting, baby. Oh, yes, about surviving as an artist, honey. Now, when somebody asks you, you know, I want to buy a painting of yours, how much would you sell me this, how much would you sell me that? You'll say, I'd be happy to sell you anything, but I don't sell direct. It's not professional for me to sell direct. Honey, you're supposed to be making paintings. You're not supposed to be a salesperson. So I can line you up with a gallery, or you can probably go and find a gallery for me that you like, that you may have visited, or maybe one of your favorite galleries. That way, the client, your client who wants your work, goes to a gallery and says, I want to negotiate the art of a such and such artist because he's professional and he needs a middleman, so we want you. You want to do it? I mean, here we are bringing your bread and you can eat it too, you damn idiots. I mean, these galleries are nothing but brothels. That's all they are. They only want you if you have a reputation, a work of art. I mean, like a buck-toothed Bridget Bardot. Oh yeah, those sell really good. When you enter a gallery, you demand to be respected. Nobody should be insulting you because through their doors are supposed to enter clients and geniuses. They should not bite these two people the hand that feeds them. Okay, I said that. That was very important. This is better than a college course. They don't teach you this in college. Oh, and one thing. Okay, we've got 9 minutes. One thing, another thing. What was the other thing? Where are we? Let's do the hat. Okay. I'm glad I can do this painting because I needed to bitch so badly. Yellow, fuchsia, or something, honey. Yellow, fuchsia, or something, baby. I don't know where I am going. I need yellow. I think so. Uh-huh. Yes, I think I need yellow. The hat, what is it going to be? Do we need pink? Yes, the hat should be pink, baby. Hold on. We're going with the fuchsia, tone it down with a little bit of some other more orangey color. Uh-huh, that does a great thing for the hat. Yeah, baby, that looks good. Uh-huh. Okay. What was I going to say? What else do I have to say? What else? What else? I got millions of things to say. My notations on what I have to say, they're not here at hand. You know. Oh, yes, when you're going into a gallery, it's good to have a portfolio that you have various things. How you do flowers, how you do landscapes, how you do abstract, how you do this, that, this, that, this, that. Everything that you learned in art school, just put it together. You know, if they taught you how to do abstraction, okay, then you show what you've done in abstraction and this and that, the photos. One thing, baby, you do need a 35mm reflex camera, and you need to know how to take good pictures. And that's not that difficult to learn. But because, yeah, you gotta, when you go into a gallery, it's best you talk to the owner. The salesperson, you can really give a rat's ass what they have to tell you. They're stupid. They don't know what sells. They don't have any idea what sells. The owner is the one that's going to think, oh, yeah, maybe you know, oh, I like that. So he's going to be the last word there, right? Not his assistant who runs the gallery. He's not going to know. He's not going to know crap. When you need to get into a gallery, you find out who the owner is. And then get introduced, charm them, do anything you have to do. So you get into that gallery. Uh-huh. You know what, baby? That area should have been more green. It's complementing too much with my arms. With the arms. Okay, but I'm going back up there. Back up here. Oh yeah, one time I was out at the galleries in San Francisco, you know, just walking right in just off the bat. Oh, my friend David Chi, one of the greatest artists that I know. I grew up with him. I mean, well, you know, he didn't follow a career in the arts because he's very, very, very afraid. You know, I mean, he lives in fear. He likes to make money, money, money. He's a hairdresser, one of the best in the world, But the thing about him is that, you know, he doesn't have a backbone. He's, you know, he will never go into a gallery like that just right off the bat because you gotta have guts. You want to be an artist? You gotta have a Picasso. You know why Picasso was famous? Because he sent everybody to hell. He intimidated everybody. He got power somehow or another. So he intimidated everybody. Well, he was really mean. He hated women. And everybody saw how these women just were total fools for him. I mean, he was so cruel to them. So, you know, the other people are like, oh, gee, how does he do that, you know? So, but, oh, the thing is that you don't know, I know. You know, that's the whole idea. That's the whole idea behind the business of art. You don't know, I know. Oh, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Because it's a con game of psychologically intimidating people of being ignorant of something. Well, yeah, it's a mind game. And you wonder how these other artists made it to such fame. Well, it's who they know. It's who they know, and that's all it is. It's who they know. But you got to fight so much and demand to be respected. And also insult, rip apart anything that you don't like that somebody else did, and they're paying millions for it. You say they should take it out to the parking lot and burn it. If somebody bought a piece of crap, you tell them that was a piece of crap. You're only buying it because now it's an investment, because on the auction block, it's worth so much, the signature of that guy. Nobody has that type of art in their house. Tell them nobody's doing that. Tell them a high society name that has something better, like, have somebody else talk about your work and make sure they hear it, the one that has a lot of money who bought a poop from somebody else. That's what you got to do. That's what you have to do. And make sure they get to, they know that you know, it gets to them. Oh, you know, Mrs. Onassis has, doesn't have that. Well, she threw hers away. She sold hers. She didn't like it. You know, you have to do that. You have to do that. You got to get other people. You got to plot. You got to be, you want to make money? Do you want to make money in art? Okay. It's a business like the stock market or anything else. It has nothing to do the way you paint. It has to do how you con, how you control. That's what it's about. Okay. She's looking so beautiful, and I have 1 minute. I need to control the lineage of her, the lines, the outside lines of the face somehow, honey. With what? With what? With some kind of purple or something, or some kind of bluish or something? I gotta do it with something, sweetie. Maybe a little bit of the green. Mixing a little bit of the green, very watery-like. Here are the nostrils, the eyes. Those eyes, and I got seconds only. Taking off the seconds here. Okay. 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 So, and that's what I want to do with her. Accentuate with some of the purple in here. The feather. Now, what is it that we need? Some kind of white highlights or something? Do we need some white highlights? Some super white yellows highlights on her, about her face or something? Is it that what we need? What is it that we need? Huh? Okay. Is that what we needed about her? Wait, no, she looks funny. She looks like a cat or something. Was that it? Oh, and down there, we need more green in this area because, yeah. And down here. And down there. I know I gotta go. A little bit there. A little bit here, up here entering. A little bit there entering with some green. Green here. Darling, gotta go, sweetie. Gotta sign this thing. Where am I gonna sign it? I don't know. Tali 98. And remember, darlings, it's always gonna be me, you, the canvas, the camera, and all you wonderful people in the suburbs. This is Tali signing off.
My name's Sherry Mitchell. I'm the Managing Director at CATCA, the Contemporary American Theater Company in Columbus. I've come to tell you how important freedom of expression is both in the theater and in Columbus. At ACTV Channel 21, we all have the opportunity to express our opinions. Please use this great tool. Thank you. The voice of each individual is very important.
ACTV provides non-discriminatory access to this channel for use by community residents and organizations. The opinions and ideas expressed here are not necessarily those of ACTV management, its board of trustees, or the City of Columbus.